Hey everyone, hey, I am back with another video. It's the first normal video I've had in a while, but today is a special day. It's gonna be a different video than I've probably done in a while. It's gonna be a video that is very unscripted. I have a few things down, but that's about it. And I hope to share with you my thoughts. Again, I hope to be back with more videos that are like this one, but also other videos as well. But I really wanted to just share what this day means to myself and my family, and why it's a hard day, but also a day of rejoicing in a sense. But today is October 16th, which if any of you have known me for a while or know my family, you know that is when my grandpa passed away. 2017, so 4 years ago, which is mind-boggling to me, at least, that it's been that long. Just feels like yesterday still at times. But I really wanted to share in this video, just kind of what my grandpa, obviously, I mean, you know what he's meant to me. A lot of you do. But hopefully you can maybe get some encouragement. Maybe you're fighting your own battle through loss. I don't know where you are. I don't know what you've gone through. I know what my family's gone through, and for some it's still a struggle. For some it's a battle that is still going on. I think in all of us, in a sense. But my grandpa died in October 16th, 2017, and I was a junior in college at that moment, and it was a very surreal time. I don't know if I've ever really gave you the story of how it happened or how I found out. I don't know if I've ever shared that. It was just, I remember I was in coming home from chapel, or I was coming back from chapel at Cedarville, and I was laying in my bed, and I got a call from my dad, and my dad said, and I never will forget the words that came out of his mouth, because he couldn't even himself say it with a sincere thing. He was crying, and he said, buddy, your grandpa is gone. That's what he said. And those words rang in my ears for minutes, that turned into hours, that turned into days. It was hard. I remember hitting my bed and frustration and anger that I probably not many of you know that I never got a chance really I got to see him about a week and a half prior, but I never really got to see him in his last few days. And part of that could have been what was going on, but I think part of it also was just my neglect to what family truly means, and realizing the time that you have is precious with all those that you love. And if you waste time, you are wasting moments and moments that could go by. And my grandpa was one that always checked in on you whenever you'd stop by. And I remember the first time I went back to West Liberty was getting ready for that weekend. I had, even backing up, I remember that same day I went to Coach Estep, who was the basketball coach. I was working for them, and I was crying and told Coach, I said, I don't know what's next. I don't know what's going on. And I remember I went to a retreat that weekend with the basketball team, and that was the kindest and most sincere group of guys that I've ever been around. And the way they kind of grabbed me and said, hey, let's do something fun. Let's go and enjoy this time. That really meant a lot. And then having come home, and we drove 3 hours back home, my dad came and picked me up, and we went back. First time I've been in West Liberty since all this happened. And the memories just came rolling in, and to see my grandma and to see how she wasn't showing it, but I knew it was hard. All of that was definitely a tough time. And as he was buried, and as we went on throughout these next months, and we went on to the years now, it's been a whirlwind of emotions. Every time October hits, I start thinking about that time. And I have a rock that I have around here that sticks with me, that I got from his from his gravesite, and I also have a piece of cloth that I wear on my keys that keep me kind of in that realm, that sense of him being around me. But I really wanted to just say this. Grandpa, I can't believe it's been 4 years since you've been gone, and so much has changed since you've passed away. I don't think we realized how much we would miss you, but we realize that you're always going to be a part of our lives, and that's what has made this so hard and so good at the same time. We know you're rejoicing in heaven with God right now, and rejoicing with Uncle Willie and with all of your family and friends and people that you have gotten close with that are now in heaven. And yeah, so much has happened, Grandpa. I graduated college, which to some might not seem like a big deal, but for me it means a lot, because it's hard work, and it's something that you always taught us as a young age, is to put hard work into what you do and to pursue what you love, but keep the focus the right way. And I thank you for that. I did a little teaching as well since you've been gone, Grandpa, and I would say it wasn't necessarily the smoothest at times, but that led me into taking the step of faith and becoming a missionary to the country of Hungary, where God had changed my life, and he brought me in meeting some amazing people. But during COVID, I thought everything was crazy, and then I met my wife, Rebecca, who I wish with all my heart that you could meet her. And yeah, it's, Grandpa, a lot has happened, but I know that even if you were here, you would just be the same man that you always were, and that was just an encourager, an uplifter, and a family man. You've taught me more about family than I ever thought I knew, because if it wasn't for me not showing up and talking to you your last few days, I don't think I ever, and you passing away, I don't think I ever would have grasped the importance of family. And so I know I did a little third person there, but I wanted just to say all that to not only my grandpa, but my best friend, the person that when he was alive was who that person was. He was my best friend when he was alive. He was the guy I always would be around. I would want to be around. But at times I let my selfish pride get in the way. So I want you that are listening right now, I don't know where you're at, both spiritually, emotionally, maybe you've lost somebody. Don't ever waste the time that you have with family, with friends, because you never know when that last day is going to happen. And I know this is such a, maybe I'm blabbering on, but Grandpa, we still love you. We always have, always will. Your memory hasn't been forgotten. Your memory is continuing on. And again, to those out there that have lost a loved one, I know how you feel. I know the pain that you are going through. It's hard. It's tough. And I'm not going to say it's going to go away with time, because I still feel it. But if you put your focus on Christ, and if you have that somebody to lean on, it's going to make it a lot better. And if you don't have that someone to lean on, then let me know. Let my family know. We'd love to be that support for you. I just want to say, Grandpa, I love you and I miss you. I hope that this was encouragement to all of you. Until next time, we'll see ya.